before sunrise.
Okay, I think I'm streaming now.
An eastern or westerly location, a certain
Mikey
distance
is
from the
doing
sun,
his
and
usual
that is because
phone
they
on
do have orbits
observatory
that are
bit.
inside the Earth.
So we're
But
gonna.
they go to the northwest. They should be going towards the southwest if they're on the inside orbit.
No, sir, we really don't have any basis of conversation here because your point of view is.
Mikey's doing his usual phone in observatory. He's already called the Canadian Space Agency, and they told him to send him an email. They're not open to the public for people just to wander in or just to contact them, which is fair because they got stuff to do and they don't want people constantly bugging them. And there's protocols to get the information out. And he's called a couple observatories. One, could we go back? Not. Okay.
That we need to try to phone some.
Okay, you can see Mikey. At least it's recording.
Montana Observatory.
Oops. Okay.
You have reached Carrie Hislop.
Denver. And then, oops, let's go. Colorado Observatory. Little Thompson. There's no phone number there. Let's call this one. Yeah, the feelings police. I gotta get some sun. All right, going back. What else is next? Everything's closed. Open Smoky Jack Observatory. Open 24 hours. How is that possible? You want to know the real reason for 7-Eleven?
Observatories do observe the sun at times. That's why they could be open. Plus, they could be just their business office could be closed or their secretary be closed. They may not have the budget to keep somebody there 24 hours. So that's why they have limited times of operation for calling in. I never dealt with that side, but yeah, I don't know. Sorry.
Thank you for calling Dark Skies the West Mountain Valley. If you're calling about the Star Party happening this Saturday, August 23rd, it has been canceled to a poor weather forecast. If you have any other questions or need more information, please visit our website, darkskiescolorado.org. You can see all our upcoming future events that we hope to see you at. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Oh, hey, I got a question. It's I'm calling from Canada. I'm just phoning around to some of the observatories, and yeah, I'm just kind of curious if I could get an email or get somebody to phone me back. I'm looking for some observations and recordings of stars as videos, not pictures, because I've been recording the stars as.
The reason why we don't take videos is because there are the air is not one uniform temperature or density at times. It does change from time to time. So taking a picture, taking a clear picture is better to demonstrate the star and to get any data from the star or any stellar object. That's the thing. Plus, I have a feeling right now everybody's on summer vacation. That's why a lot of places are closed today. A lot of these observatories are closed because most of them are probably tied to an academic schedule, and they're busy during the year, so they need a vacation too.
As videos, and yeah, we have something to talk about because I'm obviously suing the Canadian Space Agency, and yeah, so just wondering if somebody could call me back would be absolutely fantastic.
Excuse me. Did I mute him? Nope, he muted himself.
For your time. Number. And it's Mike. Thank you. Oh, did I put the link in there yet? Invite.
Just seeing who's
just
on
in
Facebook.
Case somebody wants to come in and chat. We got that. Let's go with Wyoming Observatory.
I'd rather stay on this side, not talk to him directly.
This one's supposedly open, closes at 5. Hide current call.
Vixen Astronomy Front Desk. This is Nick speaking. How can I help you?
Good day. How are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just curious. I'm kind of phoning around to some observatories. I'm looking for some information on, or maybe if somebody could send me a link, because I'm looking for some astronomers' video footage of the stars, because I know a lot of people like posting so-called pictures of the stars. I'm looking for videos of them because I record them individually as videos. So I'm wondering if anybody has anything like that.
I am not sure specifically, but you should reach out to the director of our observatory, Mike Brotherson.
Okay.
He'd be able to have a little bit more information. I have an email for him if that is okay.
Yeah, that would be perfect, yeah.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
Yeah, it's M as in Mike.
Okay.
Brother at uwyo.edu.
Okay, so yeah, Mike Brother at U.
WYO.
Oh, so UWY. What was after the at? At the at, yeah.
.edu.
Okay, so after the at is UW.
YO.
Okay.
.edu.
EDU. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay. And M Brother at UWYO.edu. Okay. And
That is correct.
yeah. Okay. And you're not an observatory. Are you an astronomer yourself, or are you just receptionist? Or?
I am an undergraduate studying to be an astronomer.
Oh.
But Mike Brotherton, he has access to everything that Ryro has taken down, and also access to grad students who would know a little bit more if they have video that they've taken.
Okay. And so you've obviously used a telescope before, hey?
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever recorded the firmament?
I have not.
Interesting, because I have many times.
Oh, wow.
It does not exist. It's an artifact of his telephone. That's all. The camera in his telephone. That's all that of his phone. So,
Yes. There is a dome above us, and there's no depth to the stars. So next time you look through the telescope, ask yourself, why is there no distance to the stars and further in depth? They're all at the same elevation. There's not one at whatever distance you think it is, and then another one at 100,000 miles away, another one at 1,000,000 miles away. They're all side by side.
oops.
Of stars as videos, not pictures.
Sorry for that. Okay. We can determine that they are not all on the same level. There's different ways of determining the distance. There's redshift. You can use that. There's also parallax. I'm looking up the details of this because I can't remember, but there's a way of you take images of the stars with different filters on your camera. Actually, on his camera on his phone, there's already filters, but you take the entire field in like a red filter, you take one in a visible filter, and you take one in a blue filter, and you compare the two, and you can find out how bright the star is. And if you know the spectrum of the star, you can figure out the luminosity of the star, and you can probably figure out the distance from that. Plus, there's also the amount of light. There's a intrinsic brightness scale that's used, and you can use that to determine distance, the magnitude. If you know the visible, if you know the apparent and the absolute magnitude. Sorry, you can figure out how far a star is. So there's multiple ways of finding out how a star is by measuring it, if you know how to do it. He doesn't, and that's the problem. I don't like picking on Mikey or anybody in particular. Some of them just don't know that how wrong they are, and some of them they think they're the smartest people on the planet. Hopefully everybody's hearing me.
But Mike Brother, he has access to everything that Ryro has taken down, and also access to grad students who would know a little bit more if they have video that they've taken.
Okay, and so you've obviously used a telescope before, hey?
Yes.
Okay, have you ever recorded the firmament?
I have not.
Interesting, because I have many times.
Oh, wow.
Yes. There is a dome above us, and there's no depth to the stars. So next time you look through the telescope, ask yourself, why is there no distance to the stars and further in depth? They're all at the same elevation. There's not one at whatever distance you think it is, and then another one at 100,000 miles away, another one at 1,000,000 miles away. They're all side by side.
That is an interesting thought, for sure.
Yes. Well, I'm actually suing Canadian Space Agency, so for conspiring story.
Okay, I just now thought of another thing. There's binary stars out there, and you can figure out the period of their rotation, and from that you can figure out the distance between the stars. So you can use that to find out how far apart each star is, and they're more than 1,000 miles, 100,000 miles. He just doesn't get the scale.
Very about space, so yeah, and I'm going around.
Well, I thought that religion might have something good for you to work off of.
Yeah, I'm hoping he would, because but just keep that in mind when you're looking through your telescope that there's no depth to the stars, and the constellations never ever change. If we're moving, exactly. But we're told we're moving in 3 different directions. Don't you think those constellations would move?
The constellations do move because the stars are moving relative to us, but they're moving they're moving at a high speed, but there are such large distances between the stars. It takes a long time before we notice it. And the North Star has changed several times. It takes about 26,000 years for the Earth to process. At one time, the North Star was a star called Thubian in the constellation of Draco.
And especially Polaris, it hasn't moved in thousands of years. You could point your telescope at Polaris, come back in 2 months later, and it will not move.
No, that star generally tends to circle in the same kind of place.
Yeah, well, it doesn't circle. It's stationary, and I've actually recorded it too. It kind of looks like A spinning? No, it wouldn't look like that. It looks like the handle of a sword.
Oh,
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, they're not big balls of gases or anything like that. They're actually frequencies, and I've reported them. I'm could be possibly the only one.
Okay, one thing that probably cheeses off most the physicists or anybody in science that has watched these kind of videos or crank videos is when they use the word frequency. All frequency means is how many waves per second. There's no mystical power. There's no. That's all it is. Period. And one thing that gets me is when some people use galaxy when they mean solar system, or solar system when they mean galaxy. They're two different things.
The history that is recorded in star Sirius as a frequency, and they're not far away. They're like 75 miles away up, and then they go further in distance away from your perspective, obviously. But they're not, like I said, there's not one at 500 miles, and then another one further in distance from that at like 10,000 miles, and then 1,000,000 miles away. They're all literally side by side, as if you were looking at lights on your kitchen ceiling in your house.
The thing is, from the spectrum of the stars, you can give the rough temperature. Some of the stars are 40,000 degrees Celsius. So if they were only 75 miles away, Earth would be vaporized.
It's an interesting thought.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. No, you should look into it. It's because space doesn't exist. I'm sorry, it just don't. And I can prove that in about 5 minutes or literally 30 seconds. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, awesome. Okay, well, thank you very much for your time. I'll try to get hold of my brother. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Have a
Awesome.
wonderful day.
Yeah, you too. Thank you very much. Yeah, bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, they're just. That was a good one. I like that one.
She is what you can say is giving the polite answer. When she's off the phone, she's probably having a little bit of a laugh. Okay, we'll try to catch up to Mikey here.
Genius because you did. Yeah, exactly. Matthew, good to see you, buddy. It's just garbage. Here, we got to go to those screenshots I took. This is what I do, man. I investigate shit. You got a problem with that? This is what I mean. You got to question things.
Okay, let's see what I think there's something to do with comments.
Pictures. So you gotta go to which one was that?
Nice comment. Comment neo-wise. Now, what is he going to say? Nothing.
So I don't know what this shit is, but again, these do not look like stars to me because all the stars are not white. Again, hey, Miss Gutter Girl, explain to me why all the stars appear to be white in this video and this screenshot. Stars are not white. Sorry. Good luck there, honey bunny.
Okay, well, some stars do have. I can see some stars having color, like the star Betelgeuse is red. This is because it's. I think it's maybe around 2,500 Kelvin or something like that. It's actually a fairly cool star. It's a very large star. Its energy is dissipated over a very large radius. But the thing is a lot of the light just gets kind of combined and in between you and the star. So a lot of stars do look white at night. I don't know why he doesn't think they look. Well, he takes pictures through binoculars that have a coating that distorts the color, and he takes it through a camera and on the cell phone, which is probably pretty shaky. So there's probably a lot of color imparted by that, but he thinks
stars have color to them. At least 90% of them do. Good luck, guys. Did I run out of phone numbers? Why, you want me to phone more people? I'm getting kind of tired here.
Plus, stars emit light in all different frequencies and wavelengths, or they're the same thing. And it's just there is a peak where most of the light from the star is, like in our sun. I think it's around 550 nanometers, which is visible. Some stars appear more reddish, like I said, Betelgeuse. Some stars appear more bluish because they're hotter. But they do have a peak, but they emit over all wavelengths.
And this, I don't know what this is, but
Could be a satellite,
all
or could be a
jagged?
meteor, or it could just be something in the
it
telescope.
looks like slashies. 1/2/3/4 5 6 7 is slashes. What the heck?
He's over magnifying it. It's probably just the artifacts of the screen or the compression.
Wow. I don't know, guys, but yeah, here. That's some real shit. Look at that. That's my actual real photo of the sun. Not
Good
93
picture.
million miles away, folks.
How can you tell?
Yeah, you betcha, Matthew. You got to take me to a good Chinese buffet there. Or how about Mexican food? I love Mexican food. Let's go for Mexican. Damn right. Let's go for both.
Oh, okay. You can see that the clouds appear to be going around the sun. That is more of an optical illusion. It's just an optical illusion more than anything else. I knew the answer to that, but I can't think of it.
Our Mexican restaurants are run by Filipinos. That doesn't work that way. Oh, can I help you? You want some Filipino Mexican food? No, I want real Mexican food by Mexicans.
Okay,
No
slight racism
Taco
there.
Bell. In Buna Park. Beautiful. Can't wait to go. So yeah, look at this. Isn't this beautiful? Again, the sun and the clouds are on this side of the wonderful firmament that we see.
We'd be
Or at least
boreal
that I
alive.
see. And my wonderful laser test here pointed it at the moon, and of course it bent the light of the laser, my 7-watt laser. Yeah, the ball earth belief is absolutely laughable.
I don't know
Is
how.
that a Filipino accent? I hope not.
I don't know.
I do not know. I don't know how to do it.
I don't know how he took this picture. Probably was through his binoculars, which probably distorted the image. But a laser does spread out a lot, but it shouldn't spread that much. I have a feeling that's more the optics of his setup.
I don't know how to do Filipino accents. That's a hard one. So what else do we got here? We got lots of shit here, guys.
Sorry.
Does anybody waiting in the chat? Nope, that's good. Okay.
Glide mode.
I'll get another link there just in case somebody wants to come in and chit chat. Oh, copy. Yeah. All right, should we phone some more people? If that's what you want to call them. I'm spinning. Oh, those guys were getting upset. I know what Venus looks like. Do you guys? What day is today? Friday? I gotta go for a walk later, I think, now that it's cool out. Or cooler. Oh, I gotta look at this Jupiter thing. I really do hope that's Jupiter because it's shaking as if it looks like it's being recorded by a telescope. Maybe that is Jupiter. I don't know. But it doesn't... Where's the light? Where's the light? Every time we look at Jupiter, there's bright light coming off of it. Where's the bright light coming off of this? Where is it? I don't... I gotta get full screen, take a screenshot. Yeah, see? It looks like there's something. I'm gonna send this to Matthew. What is this? Give me your favorite chats. Whatever. Matthew, look at this picture. It looks like there's a filter or like it's foggy or like you're looking through a foggy window.
Huh?
Like it's... And there's no sound. They're not telling me anything. There's only one comment. It looks like it's spinning. What? Doesn't look like it's spinning. Hey, yeah, does that orange part move? How long is this video? Oh, and that really gets me antsy when they post like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-second videos. What do you mean a 10-second video? If I posted a 10-second video, I'd jump off the roof of this building upside down. Like, let's get real here. CK, thank you very much. I hope you have a great day. Yeah, I'm going to have an awesome day because that's what you read on my video, my live streams. I'm so excited. That flipping mirroring shit drove me nuts. I'm so pumped. And I think it's more of a sophisticated, if that's the word I want to use, app rather than YouTube. It's like, I don't know, once I get used to it, it's going to make me more confident, more relaxed when I'm streaming because I'm not going to be worried about something else happening during the stream. During those live streams I had this morning, it was kind of glitchy a little bit.
I'm going to get out.
Oh, yeah, I got to go get my laundry. Matthew Heckham, why is that? Well, because they're fake. Look at them. It's
Catch up to him. This is what he thinks stars look like.
It's worse.
This is Venus.
Action. And was bang boom. Let's get that a little bit clearer.
Okay, speaking about something you were saying earlier, there's a reason why videos of planets and stuff are so short. It takes hundreds of images just to make those, so that's why they're so short. They take so many images just to make those short videos. It take, well, for like if you only have like a 10-second video to get a full minute, you'd have to take at least 6 times as many images, and there's limited time using a telescope or limited time during the night. So, but this is what he thinks the planet Venus looks like. I've seen Venus. It doesn't look like this.
Dale, thank you very much, sir. You're absolutely 100% very much appreciated. Is Venus attached to the firmament like the stars? Thank you. That is a question that I've been asking myself. So, according to the stories, the falling angels are the planets, if that's what you want to call them. So if the planets have obviously the wandering stars, and they do their own thing in the sky. So I don't know how they're going to do that in the firmament. If they have dropped, they are doing the same thing that the moon would be somewhat doing, because the moon is not attached to the firmament either, and nor is the sun. So they're doing their own things in the sky along with the wandering stars, the planets.
The stars are going around the sun. They travel at different speeds, and we catch up, and it looks like they're slowing down and going backwards as we're catching up and passing them. The moon's orbiting us, so there's not much of that movement. That's it. But actually, the thing with a lot of this stuff, there just seems to be making things more complicated than they have to be.
So they have to be the same magnetism as the moon,
Gravity.
and the sun. So they've, I don't.
I think it's saying magnetism because they think it makes. They don't like using gravity because if you use gravity, it's mass attracting mass, and magnetism, some special force in the universe
Can't
to them.
freeze, becomes a liquid vapor. So yeah, it's kind of crazy how, and I've got a side-by-side comparison between this picture and the surface of the moon, and it basically looks the same.
No, it doesn't.
This is just a not brightened up picture of the Milky Way. And again, you can see that there's no depth to the stars. They're all just right there in the ceiling. You can see that there's some kind of surface here in the top corner.
I see a galaxy in there, but maybe that's wrong. I see a star cluster.
You need an agent and a documentary crew. Yeah, hey, tell me about it there, Dirty Ketchup. You're talking my language, man. Absolutely. These people need to be recording me or doing a documentary on me, and it's insane. Now, this is what I mean. This is Jupiter with the moons. At least these lights, they're not moons. So where is this light on the other video?
It's called a reflection. The sun is so bright that actually Jupiter takes only a small percentage of the light and reflects it back. And they are moons. We've taken pictures of the moons up close. I know 95% of humanity knows that, or 99.9% of humanity knows that already, but for some reason he doesn't, and most of these flat earthers don't.
That we just watched from the crazy ass Badlands YouTube videos. And this is the star Sirius, and you can see that it comes to a point here. There's usually this in my videos when they're clear, a point of reference or the tip of the firmament, and the firmament dips down to create this, and then voila, or something to that effect.
Like, see, if he was selling this as modern art, I'd have no problem with it.
These are two stars literally side by side. They're not 100% clear, but at least you can tell that there's two individual stars there.
Not really. They're just like two blobs.
Where am I going from here? And we've got some stars, you'll see in some of my pictures that there's lines being connected to some of these stars. Some of them will make a box-like looking area. I will show you that in other pictures here.
This is probably an error, fault in the chip. Well, maybe not an error, but some of the light's bleeding off into other pixels, or or these pixels are more I can't think acceptable to be lit up and shows more light there than there is, or than the rest of the pixels.
So yeah, we've got this absolutely fantastic picture here. So you can see that there's a box here, some more squiggly lines. Whatever this is, this could be a dormant comet. I have no idea, but this is not a smudge on my binoculars or my cell phone. This is actually part of the sky or whatever that is. It is not a cloud. This is absolutely wonderful picture I took here. And we'll go up to the top left-hand corner and we will show you really confusing picture here. You can see that there's almost like a 3-layered box here.
This is a fault in the or not. I stop saying the word fault, but pixels on a CCD chip or a CMOS chip are not all created equal. Some of them are more acceptable to light, and that's why you get this. If you're doing this in an observatory, if you were taking an image, you'd also take a dark field and a flat field and subtract them off from the image so you get a better image. They can't do that on a cell phone, and they're not meant to be used like this, so you get these weird artifacts. That's all it is. It's just an artifact in the camera. And the smudge, I don't know what that is because it's so out of focus and not steadied. Comets are not just floating around in free space. They make long orbits around the sun. Some are about within 200 years, some are 15 to 20,000 years. It depends on where they're coming from in the solar system. So they don't just sit there and be dormant. That could be a galaxy or a nebula or something. You just can't tell by that image.
Or a square. So here, here, and here, like 3 levels almost. And this is not noise in the background. This is a surface that you're looking at.
No, it's just noise in the camera.
Squiggly line or the crease or the wrinkle here. And yeah, this is absolutely fantastic. And again, I'm not focusing on the stars when I'm taking these pictures.
Not focus on anything.
My point is to get the surface, the firmament in between the stars. So I could care less how fuzzy they are in this picture, because I'm not focusing on an individual star. And then you have another boxy pattern here. It looks like another box here. Squiggly line. Looks like something going on here. Yeah, somebody needs to throw that out there about making a documentary on me or doing something.
One of the reasons flat earthers or these conspiracy theorists do what they do is just to get attention. I think part of it is Mikey wants attention, plus Mikey maybe feels like he's left behind society, and a lot of society's moved on. But I think he's just looking for some of it is looking for attention. I don't think he's looking to try to make $1 million, or I know he says he's suing the Canadian Space Agency. I don't think that's going to go anywhere. So I think they're just going to drop it and try to ignore it and try to get him to move on, but he won't.
Hey, which one's Paul? What are you talking about Paul about?
Okay, I'm going to go through something about what he said something about comets in another video that I can't find the video, But how comets and asteroids are tracked is you take images from multiple different sessions, like different nights, hopefully over months, and then you can see the pattern of them moving. And what you do is you compare them to the background stars, and to see how fast they're moving. But he said no. You can. What is it? The comets don't move relative to the background or something. No, they do move relative to the background.
And this is what showed up in that screenshot, or that one frame of the video.
Okay.
So this is Polaris, and Polaris tilts this way, and it will tilt to the right.
Bad picture of Polaris. I think he's just going to show the same stuff over and over again now. So I'm going to stop my stream and maybe do a proper video later, but I just thought jump in for a few minutes. Okay, I hope everybody has a good day and goodbye, and enjoy the rest of the day. Bye.